Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nos programmes offrent plusieurs langues. Veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visiten suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Rancangan kami menawarkan banyak bahasa. Sila kunjungi suprememastertv.com/kehadapan schedule.
I am sure many people who eat meat and drink milk or things, they do not know this. Otherwise, they would not want to. That's why it's our duty to spread the news, tell them to watch Cowspiracy, Earthlings, Dominion, these kinds of films to awaken their compassion and tell the truth, okay? So they know the truth, they will stop it.
Please keep watching to find out more.
Supreme Master Ching Hai's lectures are not a complete meditation instruction. Please do not try alone. For free of charge guidance, please visit godsdirectcontact.org or contact any of our centers near you.
Today's episode will be presented in English with subtitles in Arabic, Olaxese, also known as Vietnamese, Bulgarian, Chinese, Czech, English, French, German, Hindi, Hungarian, Indonesian, Japanese, Korean, Malay, Mongolian, Persian, Polish, Portuguese, Punjabi, Russian, Spanish, Telugu, and Thai. Nei hao means hello in Cantonese. My name is Zifeng. The radiant people of Hong Kong know that your diligently cultivated spiritual blessings are worth more than all the world's treasures and wish you continued progress. Hong Kong is a collection of 260 beautiful islands. The name is derived from Aberdeen in southern Hong Kong, which translates to fragrant harbor, and was inspired by the fragrant wood products and incense that were once traded in the town. It is one of the world's top 10 largest financial centers. It is also the world's freest market, where international trade plays a significant role in its economy. Its Victoria Harbor is one of the busiest international ports and is also regarded as one of the world's best natural harbors. We were thrilled to share interesting facts about mesmerizing Hong Kong with you, brilliant viewers. May your dedication to aid the helpless bring smiles to you and others. For decades, Supreme Master Ching Hai has illuminated our world with her divine teachings. A fully enlightened master, she imparts the Guanyin method of meditation to those desiring to immediately discover the God nature within, to achieve in one lifetime eternal liberation from the cycle of transmigration. The Guanyin method has been practiced by all enlightened masters, such as the worshipped world-honored one Shakyamuni Buddha, the worshipped Son of God Jesus Christ, the venerated master and philosopher Confucius, the venerated Lord Krishna, the venerated master and philosopher Lao Tzu, the venerated Lord Mahavira, the beloved Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, Sri Guru Nanak Dev Ji, and many more. Supreme Master Ching Hai emphasizes that if we always remember God, render selfless service to others, and follow the laws of the universe, we will reach our highest potential as humans and truly understand our purpose on earth. An extraordinary living example of compassion, she lovingly and regularly sends material and financial assistance to refugees, the homeless, natural disaster victims, and others needing relief. Supreme Master Ching Hai respectfully thanks all special individuals, organizations, leaders, and governments for all your genuine, loving, ongoing support. May heaven bless you forevermore. We, the Supreme Master Ching Hai International Association members, are also sincerely grateful for your expressive kindness, wishing you the best. Supreme Master Ching Hai receives love and recognition from various organizations, media, governments, individuals, and many awards, such as the 2006 Gusi Peace Prize, considered the Nobel Peace Prize of the East, the World Spiritual Leadership Award in 1994, the Mahavir Award in 2008, February 22nd and October 25th, both proclaimed as the Supreme Master Ching Hai Day, an honorary citizen of the United States, etc., and has been honored throughout the years with numerous other awards and accolades for her outstanding philanthropic and humanitarian deeds. Etc. We apologize for not being able to show many other awards and honors for lack of space and time. Supreme Master Ching Hai respectfully thanks all special individuals, organizations, leaders, and governments for all your genuine, loving, ongoing support. May heaven bless you forevermore. We, the Supreme Master Ching Hai International Association members, are also sincerely grateful for your expressive kindness, wishing you the best. A true voice for our beautiful animal friends, Supreme Master Ching Hai promotes the peaceful, loving, plant-based diet and envisions, with humanity's awakening to the sacredness of all life, a tranquil and glorious all-vegan world where animals and people live in respectful harmony. Her initiatives included alternative living flyer distribution, the international vegan restaurants Loving Hut, vegan food companies, vegan fur products, Supreme Master Television, as well as writing and speaking to influential government and media leaders, participating in televised conferences on climate change, etc. Whether we're aware of it or not, her efforts have had an enormous influence on global awareness of the animal-friendly lifestyle and how this benevolent way can bring lasting peace among nations while saving our planet from climate change and disasters. Supreme Master Ching Hai has traveled worldwide and held discourses with the public and her disciples on a variety of spiritual topics. Today we are blessed to present one of these insightful lectures entitled Sutta Nipata Danya the Cattleman, Part 3 of 9, on Between Master and Disciples, given in English on December 30th, 2019, in Newland Ashram, Taiwan, also known as Formosa.
Now, this is a comparison between the Buddha and the cattleman, the rancher. It's not explained here how this comparison came about. Maybe just at random, some monks just thinking that why you have to be a monk. What's the difference between the Buddha and any ordinary person? And they picked a cattleman, a man who has a herd of cows or oxen to take care of them, to use them to till the land, and to use them to make a living for himself, of course. So here the verse is to compare the two of them. The word enlightened one, word honored one, and the cattleman. Okay. First, the cattleman, as if they were speaking with each other, like a conversation. Like the cattleman says something, and the Buddha says something else, like opposing it. Yeah? How many of you know this? Nipata? Cattleman and Buddha? How many of you nuns and monks know? Did you have time to read this? No? Yes or no? No, no time. Oh, it's a lot. Okay. No? 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 Okay. I also know. First time I read this. I read many other sutras, those easy ones. Lotus Sutra, Amitabha Buddha, Medicine Buddha Sutra, Diamond Sutra, blah, 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 but not this. In Vietnam, we don't always have the chance to get hold of too many sutras. Maybe they have some in this temple and some in that temple. Yes. And in the Western world, it's even less now. But some of the saintly people, like this Bhikkhu, Thanisaro, they took their time, with the best interests of other beings at heart to translate, and sometimes explaining a little meaning here and there. So we definitely are very grateful to the great Bhikkhu. Okay. Actually, recently I asked them to collect more of the Tripitaka for me. So they send them from I don't know where, different countries in a box. And I also don't always have time, thanks to you, to read. I just read in between my... It's bad. When you read the sutra, you have to read in front of the Buddha or quietly sit down, But I had to read it sometimes between my sandwich. When else would I have time? Between my spoon of soup. Keep reading it, just to select some for you, Yes. So now the first in conversation is Daniya, the cattleman. It could pick up any name, doesn't matter. Maybe Johnny Smith, from Texas. Yeah. Or Scotland or wherever, yeah? But it happened to be maybe in India. So the name is Daniya. The cattleman is his position. He has a lot of cattle. He raises cows to have milk, to graze the field for him and till the land. Before, that's all we had. We have oxen, we have cows to till the land, to plow the land in order to sow the seeds and make food and vegetables and grains. Yeah. Now, Daniya said about his proud position, Of course he's proud, he's independent. He has everything he needs, a lot of cattle. And cattle, they give birth to more cattle. Therefore, they become more and more prosperous due to that. People sometimes, they raise animals just to multiply them, like sheep or whatever. Yeah, they do that, yes. But in those days, no matter how many you raise, it could not be more than hundreds, or 200. And they go out in the fields to graze, Yeah. Not like in our modern civilized time, you cooped up in a small little pen and cannot even move around. And force them to give milk or have babies until they could stand no more and even have broken bones and stomachs falling out. Oh, God. I am sure many people who eat meat and drink milk or things, they do not know this. Otherwise, they would not want to. That's why it's our duty to spread the news, tell them to watch Cowspiracy, Earthlings, Dominion, these kinds of films to awaken their compassion and tell the truth, okay? So they know the truth. They will stop it. And that's how people are more and more vegan nowadays, because they are exposed more and more to the truth. They're truly poor people. They know nothing. This is the work of the Maya, to make people know nothing. And then they commit sin and then torture them. Like yesterday, your sister say she went to hell and saw some of the hell punishments. Like people who eat meat or anything to do with meat, they will be ground, just like the way the beef is ground on our land, with a big machine coming from nowhere. You remember yesterday? These are the true things. Actually, it's not just her who knows about hell. Aren't you glad you're vegan now? Thank your master, no? No, thanks to all the masters who told you this, and you didn't listen until I came along. I say the same thing. I didn't say anything new, but you changed, and you didn't listen to the Buddha. Buddha also taught you to be vegan, make peace. No? Jesus taught the same. All masters taught the same. Why did you have to wait for me to come spoon feed you? And correct, master. We vegan. Go be vegan now. Sorry, it's a calendar comes out by itself. Otherwise, I could read very fast again. I finished. And then I could go. It's just my destiny. I have to come talk to you. Before, I talked very little, very shy. Didn't say anything. One time when I was a very little girl, in a primary school, because I was a good student, excellent student. Top of the class, Yeah. So there's one American or English, I can't remember. He spoke English anyway, came to visit our school. Yeah. Sometimes the director from the education department also came to visit us. They visit different schools, they do that. And then that day, one of the directors of the education department came to visit us and brought along one English-speaking Westerner. Yeah. And he came and asked me, how are you? I understood nothing, of course. But then the director translated. It's for me. I didn't even answer anything. I was too shell-shocked. Who is this guy? I never saw this kind of man before. All I saw in my district was just cows, cow herds, farmers, my parents, my sister. I never saw a Westerner before. So I was just shocked and just standing there saying nothing. Didn't answer at all. And they kept repeating again, didn't answer at all. Well, that's shy, okay? So shy, so shy. But I was always taken out of my shell to be introduced and even lent to another school to sing for that school, as if nobody else in the world knew how to sing. Oh, terrible. Yeah, I didn't sing all that well. I don't know why they kept borrowing me. Yeah. And I sing all right, but if you ask me anything, I didn't know how to answer. Yeah. No, so shy, And also, after being married, I never spoke much. Yeah. I told you already, I sat there listening to my ex's conversation with everybody else, and I wish I could speak some part like that. Not the whole thing, maybe, but a little part. I just could not say anything. I didn't know what to say. Yeah. And sometimes when I'm wrongly accused, I also don't know how to clear my name. I just take it. Even when I was in an ashram in India already and got some tiny enlightenment already. There was one time we were sitting, eating breakfast. Rarely that I could have some. Because sometimes they ate a lot, they eat all of it. When I came, it was done, It's only something they didn't like left over, maybe a little bit of salad or some uncooked bread or something. Half-baked chapati or what. So we were eating somehow. That day I was lucky, the cook was there and there were two Westerners with me. One was working together with me to help the master in that ashram, and another one was visiting disciples, of course, and we were sitting there and eating some chapati. Oh, it was delicious, always delicious. I was always hungry. When you have no responsibility, you are only a disciple, everything tastes delicious. And now even if they cook chapati for me, it doesn't taste the same anymore. Maybe the flour, or maybe who cooked it, or maybe I'm too full of other things in my head, and it goes to my stomach also, so it doesn't feel that tasty anymore. So we were sitting together and eating chapati, and it happened to be these potato-filled chapatis. Very tasty. Oh, lovely. At that time, now you cook for me, don't worry, I don't taste much. And then I ate only one. And the other colleague, spiritual colleague, ate one. And there were two left. And the visitor, he helped himself, He finished all to clean the plate for us. And then I don't know if my colleague saw it or not, if he want to clean a confession out of the visitor or not. He blamed me. He said, you so small, but you eat a lot, huh? The last one you ate, huh? And I didn't know how to defend myself. I could have said, no, I didn't, but I didn't say anything. And in my mind, I was thinking, I don't want to embarrass the visitor. So I kept quiet. Zip. Yes. That's another time. In India and in New York, I was staying in a temple. I don't know if I told you all this before. Maybe I did. Pretend you didn't hear. I forgot. Forgive the old woman's memory. So one time, there was another female who lived in that temple at that time. She was a former nun from another temple, and then she disrobed herself and she came and stayed in this temple with me, with the master, of course. And then she sometimes cooked for us and etc., etc. And one time she did something wrong, very wrong. And the master thought it was me because I was supposed to do that work. I don't remember what. But he blamed me for that. And he kind of remonstrated me. And I said nothing. I knew it's her. And she sat next to me. But I said nothing. I always worried that the other would get too embarrassed. Because I knew I didn't do it. So I felt good enough already. Why would I have to make the other feel bad? I wouldn't have felt any better. I already knew I didn't do it. So in my heart, I was clear and happy. So it didn't matter. Why would I have to make another person feel bad? Because that would make me feel better than I already do. Yeah, that's the reason in my conscious mind I think like that. It was not the first time, and many other times like that, and I'm happy to take the blame. I don't really care. Because in your heart, you know you didn't do it. It's not like a life and death matter or something. Yeah. But if it was for somebody else, I'd be too outspoken. Like in the temple, they have a flat board like that, and they smear some sticky kind of chemical. So all the cockroaches would be just hanging there by the back or the leg and could not move. Oh, I feel so bad, so bad. So I scolded the whole temple, including the abbot, the so-called master. And they could not say anything. First they said, it's just a little bit, it's not killing. I said, yeah. Talking about a little bit, how about sex, huh? Just a little bit of sex. Is it okay for you monks? And then, of course, they could not say anything. It's so quick. I was so quick and so sharp. Maybe I ate too much chili that day. Too sharp. So later the master, abbot said, oh, she's right. We won't do that again. I said, imagine it's you. Glue yourself to something and you cannot do anything. Oh, I was so mad. Because I feel so pained looking at that. Just imagine it's you, then you know what it is. Anything, just imagine it's you, then you know what to do. No need for anybody to teach you anything, right? Even a little insect, a little cockroach, they feel. They're stuck there, helpless. Oh, yeah. When it's for somebody else or some other being, I'm outright outspoken and fearless. But when it's for myself, I just sit there. I sometimes wonder why also. Why I was so courageous in some cases and so meek on many other occasions. I wonder myself. Oh, my God, my calendar. Yeah. Now, we really have to go back to India, okay? So the cattleman, he was very proud of what he had and his possessions and his ability to be independent, to take care of himself and his family. Of course, man's pride is there, right? Yeah.
Gifted viewers, we appreciate your company for today's episode entitled Sutta Nipata Danya the Cattleman, Part 3 of 9 on Between Master and Disciples. Coming up next is A Butterfly's Renunciation, discourses from Así hablaba Quetzalcoatl, Thus Spoke Quetzalcoatl, on Words of Wisdom right after noteworthy news. Please stay tuned to Supreme Master Television for more positive programming. May the heavenly deities watch over you and bless you for your good-heartedness.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/BMD.